Hey, what's up guys? Sean here with Budget Gearbox, and today what I have for you is a review on alien gear holsters. So stay with me, and when we come back we'll take a look at them. Hey, what's up guys? So thanks for joining me. So as I said before, tonight we're going to take a look at alien gear holsters and a couple of their holsters which I have purchased. I've had these for about a year and they're a fantastic product. We can go into the pros and the cons. There's actually only really one con that I can come up with. So we shall start there, that way we can get to the good stuff. The only con I have with this holster is with just the IWB. And when you purchase an alien gear holster, you have three options to choose from. You have the 1.0, which is a regular piece of leather. You have the 2.0, which is the one that I have here, which is now, at the time of this video, only available for revolvers. Why, I do not know, but that is the case. This one, however, is still for a normal semi-auto pistol. And then you have the 3.0, which you can also purchase. And that one is just like this one, but it also has a thin piece of metal in the inside of it versus the thin piece of plastic that this one has. So the issue is the plastic helps this thing not gain any memory, and that really bothers me. I actually want to have a little bit of memory. I want to have that same feel every time I put it on. I carry my firearm in the same position every time I put it on. So I want it to gain that memory. This does not do that, however. That's just me, though. That's my personal preference. That's just me. It's not necessarily going to be that way for everybody. I would like to go back to the 1.0 because it's just a solid piece of leather. I can't speak for the way the 3.0 functions as far as that's concerned because I do not have one. All I know is that it was upgraded from a piece of plastic internally to a piece of metal of some sort. This is a new back, which I got through the warranty. My other back, which just helps plague that, or helps fuel that hatred I have for that plastic on the inside, it broke on me. So when this was on your person and you were trying to holster your firearm, you couldn't. It would get caught on the plastic because it was all jagged and messed up. It wasn't protruding through the leather, but it was just all messed up. So you couldn't do it. Other than that, this holster rocks. I mean, I can get over that feel of it being brand new, and it's still pretty damn comfortable otherwise. What a lot of people like about alien gear now is we move on to the pros. We got that issue out of the way. That's really the only thing I have to complain about. So moving on from that, one of the things that people really like about alien gear is that these shells are interchangeable. The footprint is the same on every shell. So I can swap this Glock 22 for this Walther PPS and interchange them from back to back. That's a pretty cool feature. It allows you a modular, more versatile system than about 99.9% of the holsters out there. I don't know of anybody else that's doing that. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But as far as I know, alien gear is the only one that does that. So that's a pretty big selling point. You can buy them in sets, buy one shell with two backs, so you have the option to swap out how you want to carry your firearm for that day. If you get a new firearm, you can just purchase a new shell, which I believe is under $15. So I mean, that's a steal. If you did want to get a new back down the road, you just get a new back. They don't make it hard to do at all. They make it pretty damn easy. And even with the issue I had with the backing, another huge pro was their customer service, which was out of this world. When I contacted them via email to talk about the backing for my holster being broken, the woman that I spoke to, she lived up to the reputation that we'd want all of our company's representatives to live up to. She was fantastic to deal with. She was helpful. I mean, this was via email, and I was still getting the impression that she was an awesome and nice person. I asked her if she wanted me to send the back, mail it to them, so that they could see what was wrong with it and see that I wasn't just, joshing them or, you know, pulling their chain or whatever, or pulling a fast one on them. She said, nope, we stand behind our product, we'll send you out one. So they mailed it to me priority 2 day, so you give it the extra day for them to get it boxed up and sent over to the post office, and I had it in 3 days. I mean, you can't beat that. Customer service nowadays is huge. All these companies running around, modern age, technology, this and that. Some of them, or a good portion of them, don't have the time to personalize their customer service. Alien Gear, from what my experience was, still does that. So that was another huge pro. So we've got the shell, the awesome customer service. Another thing people like about the Alien Gear holsters, myself included, is the retention can be set up to suit you. If you want a looser draw, if you want a nice tight retention in there, so you got to yank on this thing, you can get it however you want. So that's a plus. You can do that with both holsters too, OWB and the IWB. With the IWB, you have these spots which you can adjust the cant with. So you see how it's sitting currently. It just sits something like that on my belt. So that cant, if you just move these, you can twist it back and forth the way it rides on your belt. You're essentially moving it like this, but at the different heights. So that's another huge thing. I mean, the holster is not made bad at all either. It is really good craftsmanship here. The stitching is phenomenal. We got no issues with that. And they're made of, the IWBs anyway, they're made of a piece of leather in the front and a piece of neoprene on the back that sits up against your skin. You do not feel these sets at all. They're recessed into the neoprene. So that's a plus. And then, like I said, you got leather, neoprene, and then that thin piece of plastic or whatever that material is internally. Moving on to the OWB, you cannot adjust the cant on this. So that might be a con for some of you. For me, it's fine. This is usually the way I would carry in the dead of winter when I could wear a jacket or a heavy sweatshirt or the range. So the cant is what the cant is on this, and it's not adjustable. But it sits like that on your belt, so you still do have a slight forward cant. It's not exactly 90 degrees. But this one is also branded, which is actually stamped into the leather. If you guys can see that. And I mean, they're made well. This one also has the grommets, which you can adjust. They give you a very comprehensive parts kit, which I'm going to show you guys. So that allows you to make those adjustments that I'm talking about. So let's move these over to the side. So here's one of their parts kits. I have several. This guy is falling off. So when you get it, you're going to get it on a card like this. Comes in a really nice black Alien Gear branded heat sealed bag too when you get it in the mail directly. And you'll get your holsters, whatever you order, then you get the card. And it comes with all these different bolts, which if you flip it over, different lengths. Let's take this off for a second. Okay, this guy wants to stay on. And it comes with all these different screws. And that helps you adjust the height. But they also give you the different thickness of grommets. So that also helps you adjust the retention and the tightness of the holster. So, I mean, you're getting a pretty good package here for relatively cheap. I believe these, the 2.0s, which are, like I said, are only available for revolvers now, are still like 35 bucks. The 1.0 are under that. And then the OWBs, which there isn't a series, it's just the OWB, are also under $40, I believe. And then I'm not sure about the 3.0. I'll put that in the description for you guys. But, I mean, you're looking at under $50 for a really nice holster that's modular and a versatile platform for you to carry multiple firearms on, as long as you have the different shell. So, I mean, it's a good company. It's a good option. You can still get the belts, as I mentioned before. So when I bought these, I bought them together. You can get it with the belt, one holster with the belt, any way you want. 2 shells, 1 shell, you know, red fish, blue fish, whatever. So it's a good product, man. Other than that one thing with this, I mean, that's the only thing that kills me with these, is I think I should go back to the 1.0 so that I can have that memory and have that shape saved in, so every time you wear it, it's just nice and comfortable, snug up against the body. But also, to give you a little bit of swag when you get it, you'll receive a huge Alien Gear sticker. Well, not huge, about 8 inches by 2 inches. And you get some keychains on with the grommets, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, it's just a good product all around. I haven't had any issues with it. Brian from BGB, he also wears an Alien Gear, though he prefers the OWB. That's what he wears all the time. Me personally, I like the IWB, but that's what's great about America, choices. So you can do whatever you want, and here's a company that'll help you do that. So do I think this is for everybody? It depends. I mean, I don't think it would be bad for anybody by any means. If you're like me and you think that new feel to it all the time, constantly, forever, would be an issue, go with the 1.0. You can still swap shells. You can still swap retention. You can still get the nice nylon clips. You can adjust everything. It'll just be leather instead of neoprene and an internal stabilizing frame of sorts. It'll just be a normal leather, which I believe is just this leather, just cut into that footprint. So yeah, Alien Gear holsters, guys. I'd probably give them 4.5 out of 5, and that's just because, I don't know, I mean, to be perfect, you gotta be pretty freaking perfect. And they're pretty close. I don't have a problem with them, and I've had quite a few holsters, as I'm sure many of you who carry firearms have. But that's about it, guys. I just wanted to do a relatively short video, show you guys this product, let you know what I thought of it. And yeah, check them out, guys, aliengear.com or aliengearholsters.com. I'll also put that in the description to make sure that I get it correct. But other than that, please be sure to check out our Facebook, our Instagram. Those two are running, and we're getting a lot of support, so we appreciate that from you guys. And as always, guys, till next time, later.